Hello, my creative cookies! Today I show you my process of the art piece It's Okay to Be Alone on Valentine's Day. I will work with gouache colors on this big brown paper. I start with the background and I will come to the foreground. The problem isn't Valentine's Day itself, but the expectations attached to it. Advertising, social media and movies constantly suggest that being single on that day means something is missing, which simply isn't true. The advertising for Valentine's Day quietly creates the idea that everyone has someone. That can easily lead to the feeling that something is wrong if you're single, even when your life is actually fun. In films and stories, single characters are usually portrayed as lonely, desperate, or waiting for love, as if happiness only becomes possible once a romantic partner appears. For this reason, this kind of art can be seen as an act of rebellion. I finished the background. I know it's always a little boring, but on the other hand, it's very important for the whole art piece. So foreground and background, it's a mix of both that make the art piece work. So very nice process. So sometimes very painful, sometimes very nice, sometimes very annoying. You can get every feeling when you draw something. Now I'm practicing a little bit, or let's say I'm doing something like in a warm-up. Now I draw some ghosts. I decided to draw this art piece without a sketch. Somehow it frees my art style. On the one hand, it's a risk just drawing what I have in mind without a sketch. I mean, I'm not totally drawing out of my mind. For the background, I didn't have any reference, but for the people I draw, I use some. I'm not that good that I can draw couples without a reference, so yeah. I love these kind of risks, just to draw what I see without a sketch and just bringing colors together on the page. Now I'm going into the detail to draw the couples on the grass. And first, I thought Valentine's Day is mainly a commercial event that became very popular in the US and has now also spread to Europe. But then I made some researches and I found out that it carries cultural and historical meaning. Valentine's Day is usually linked to Saint Valentine, but there isn't just one clear story. The most common legends say that Saint Valentine was a Roman priest in the 3rd century. At that time, a big emperor forbade young men to marry, believing that single men made better soldiers. I guess that maybe inspired George R. R. Martin for the Soldiers of the Kalishi. But Valentine secretly performed weddings anyways, and for that he was imprisoned. Why people really had the same concept of marriage during the Roman times? I have no idea. Well, over time Valentine became associated with love and romance. In the Middle Age, especially in England and France, people believed that February 14 was the day birds started mating. The flowers, chocolate and cards come much later, mainly in the 19th century and the 20th century, especially in the US. That's when Valentine's Day turned into the big commercial event we know today. I like this loose style. I should work on that. Now I placed the single woman in the center of the picture. I decided to draw her very big for giving you the illusion that she is closer to you than the couples. She should be clearly in the center and get all the attention first. Also, the heart balloon should be very big. And why did I choose to give every person a white underlay? It's because I figured out that gouache colors will be more vibrant when I'm giving them a white underlayer when I already have a colorful background. So it helps them popping out in the foreground. As a last step, I'm drawing the red heart balloon. It's also very contrast the red to the green and the blue, but it should be a contrast. It should catch your eyes, you know? I tried to give the balloon a shiny surface. I wasn't that successful with the shiny surface. I'm still learning. Coming to a conclusion about this art piece, it's not what I clearly had in mind when I started this art piece, but I like it somehow. I like the vibrant colors and this art technique. And it's totally normal that the idea you have in your mind is not the result at the end. So in the art process, it's always like that. I hope the message is clear. It is perfectly acceptable to be alone on Valentine's Day and to enjoy it. See you!